to the greatest of the greatest. A podcast that you never knew you needed. With interviews from people you have never met, or maybe you have once or twice. Asking questions and knowing more than you want to know about them. You are listening to Full Buddy Cast.
All right, well, thanks for calling back. We'll be talking about you. Any stories that we could that you can think of?
Give us some Danny material.
Embarrassing probably would be good, right?
Yeah, anything Danny related, because we're gonna talk Danny.
Danny. Well, I do remember.
Did you ever punch him in the face?
No, I don't think so. I think what happened one time was he was picking on me, and then Aaron took him down.
Oh, really?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Do you remember the repercussions for that?
He was beating up on me, and then Aaron was beating up on me too. But they're like, hey, that's my brother. Only I get to beat him up, and he beat the crap out of him in the front yard.
Well, what were the
fair.
Aaron wanted to know what the repercussions were for that.
Do you remember what happened to me after I beat up Danny after he messed with you?
For Danny?
For Aaron beating up Danny.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember if there were.
There was.
Oh, his dad.
No. His cousin.
Dad?
His cousin.
His cousin.
Remember his older cousin, Ryan?
His older cousin, Ryan.
I do vaguely remember the older.
Came bushwhacking over, like the bushwhackers.
Well, was he the one that held Chelsea over the railing or something?
No, that was a weightlifter.
Some other dummy.
That was the weightlifter I think that lived with them for a while.
Yeah. Dad was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
That.
No, I didn't handle that one. Dad handled that one.
Those thrushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was when Danny's cousin held me down and stomped my face.
Gym.
Yeah, broke my glasses. My nose up.
It was high class.
Yeah, it was a high class gym. Open the garage door and just start ripping.
It's amazing none of them really made the Olympics.
Before CrossFit, basically.
It was.
It's Thrushfit.
Thank you. There it is. Bingo. Circle gets a square.
So, Aaron said that he got his face stomped by the cousin.
Really?
In his bowling ball shoes.
No,
I got stomped by Danny.
Danny?
Yeah, his cousin held me down.
Oh, his cousin held Aaron down, and then.
Oh, and Danny got to take shots at him?
Yes.
He stomped me in the face straight up with the flat
bowling
ball shoes.
You'd think I would have had.
They're not bowling ball shoes, bowling shoes.
Already, but I do not remember.
Speaking of bowling balls, do you remember? Have you listened to the podcast yet?
Yes, I've listened to the ones pertaining to me because I am an egomaniac.
Are you do you?
It's okay, me too.
Do
Craig.
you agree or disagree that you have a bowling ball head?
I never really. I think that was just something that your dad was a one-off said. And maybe you guys latch onto it because I don't really remember ever having a bowling ball head.
You were like the turtle shell, or the turtle on. No, not that. You were like those little armored like beetle dudes on Super Mario Brothers, like the first one, like level 8.
Roll into
the Koopa Troopas with the spikes.
No, yeah, you might. Yeah, add some spikes to that, man. You're freaking Mad Max.
Well, Craig did have an infamously hard head.
Yes, he did.
Younger boys now, like I can understand how they just charge you, and their head is right at crotch level.
Craig,
so I've gotten nailed by them several times, but
you remember your head bouncing off the window, though. Well, you don't,
I was probably just going to give him a hug or something, but like don't understand that if I just run full steam and put my head down, probably not good for him.
I feel like the biggest the biggest, like, I don't know, point for evolution is that siblings will take, like, your kids, you don't know this when you're a kid, but when you're older and you're a parent, like, the first or second kid will just beat the crap out of your crotch, like, repeatedly, so that you could not have any more children. like they limit it.
That was natural birth control.
Birth control?
Yeah, they just come
natural birth control.
Yeah, they come flying off a couch at you, just bam, knee right into the nards.
Top rail, just elbow down.
Wake you up from your sleep, boom, elbow drop. Like, they just aim, and like you said, run full speed, head just bashing your head in. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
All right.
I think you're onto something.
I think I am.
Male birth control.
Male birth control. Just have your kids repeatedly just doink you in the doink.
It's not medicinal. You don't have to take anything. You don't have to be prescribed.
Hey, that's a huge benefit.
Oh, man. That's probably why you have two testicles, because you know you're about to lose one at any moment.
Yeah, just talk to Hanniger.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Good call.
Too soon.
A little different.
Too soon, but we're spelling it TWO instead of TOO because it went from 2 to 1. 2, the number 2. Working on that one.
Yeah.
That one's under construction.
I'm actually working on that one. So, all right, man. Well, thank you for calling in, our first live caller.
Craig,
Probably not play well at
Craig in
all.
Hawaii.
All right.
Yeah, Craig. Hey, Craig in Hawaii. Sound familiar? Thanks for phoning in.
Long time caller.
Yeah.
Long time listener. First time caller.
Yeah, love the show, guys. Love the show.
Hey, great work. I'll take my answer off the air.
All right. Well, that gift is in the mail to you. Just go ahead and we're going to send you over to our producer now, and he's going to get your address, and we'll send that over to you.
All right. Hey, last time you said that, I just got dead air after that. So.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Thanks again for calling. All right, Craig. Great talking to you. We'll catch up when you get back to the States.
Sounds good.
Stay safe.
The States.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Well, I don't know how that's going to air, but we did it.
We did it anyway.
All right. So we got Aaron Center here, getting centered, finding your center.
Don't look to me for that.
I was thinking about a cuz, like, cousins. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thought we could play off the AA Ron, but it's probably way played out. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is my daughter, Jaqueline, and AA Ron. Do you get that? Do you get that joke quite a bit?
Yeah.
Is it at a point where you hate it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was at a point when I hated it long ago.
Anyway, we're catching up now. So we got Aaron Center on. Remind me what I was talking about before all this.
I don't remember. YouTube.
Stats.
You were going to give some stats.
Yep. Video.
Stat of the day.
Stat of the day. So those guys that go around the grocery stores and they're talking, and they've got like the puns, like they. Have you ever seen the videos? Okay, well, everyone else who's seen these videos or anyone who hasn't seen these videos, what it is just these guys that go around. They're funny people and they just pun it up, where they're just, hey, look, I got you some flowers, and it's flour. Okay, that was the lame pun. But they use these names and da-da-da-da. Okay. They had 900. Okay. 3 years ago, they posted this video. Right now, it's at 965,000 views. And so YouTube pays them. They're at the point now where they're getting ads and this and that. So they showed how much they're making.
Yep.
Have you seen this video?
No.
Okay. They made, in 3 years, for 965,000 views, they made $350.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
That's
a lot of
it. For the month, they made or past 28 days, they made $1 off the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Second thing, they looked at their 1.1 million. That one's been out for about a couple years as well. They look at the total amount made from ads on this video, 1.1 million views. Okay. $650. They're like, okay, our highest one, 2 million views.
Didn't even make a G off of it.
Yeah, you're thinking that you're going to make, like, if you, like, in my mind, I thought YouTubers were just making
Bank, yeah.
so much money.
Yeah.
And they made, it's like 2 years, it's like 2 million views. Highest one, it's like $1,400.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So I had these like wild ideas. By the way, rendering anything longer than 30 minutes takes like 2 or 3 hours, depending on, it takes forever. So bought all this 4K equipment thinking that, hey, we're going to go big. Yeah. We're going to go hard. Probably not going to go hard. What we're going to do, I'm going to do like little 2-minute things. Any highlight where we're laughing, okay? So play it up for the crowd.
Oh, okay.
No,
let me get my makeup guy in here.
No, but forget about the camera. This camera's not going to, it's not even here. We may not even use it. I didn't even hit record yet. So,
so it's still up in the air whether we're going to use it or not, or
yeah, hold on.
Just realized that's hilarious. Craig distracted us.
All right, well, I'm back now. turn on the camcorder, which was a smart idea. And now we're going to just jump right in. So we've in the past we've talked a lot about your background, your life, how you met Ash, and this and that. And
Caught up on the gaps from when we kind of stopped hanging out.
Exactly to now. And so it's been fun. Parents have been listening.
Yep.
Chelsea listened.
My brother's listening.
Yep. Don't know if David has listened yet or not, but I'm hoping.
I hope so.
I'm hoping. Fingers are crossed on that one. Has Ash listened to anything?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Ash.
Yeah, she likes it.
Does she like? Can I call her Ash? She goes by Ash, right?
Well, I call her Ash, so most people start to, yeah.
Yeah, I think her Facebook.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, are we cool with?
I think she did that for work purposes.
Yeah.
Because she's not supposed to
have everything out there.
Yeah, she's got to kind of disguise it a little bit.
So might as well have your husband out there on a podcast so everyone can listen to you.
Yeah, and, just totally blow that up. Well, it's funny, too, because like everything that happens on Facebook, I don't know about until she tells me. Mm-hmm. So like that whole conversation where our family, like the first pod that was posted.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like your brother. And,
right.
And I think your mom even chimed in.
Yeah.
And there was a whole conversation I wouldn't have had no idea about, but she was like, hey, look, everybody's talking about it. I was like, oh, cool.
Well, we appreciate the listeners, even if it's just family members.
Yep.
Shout out to your mom, too. I felt bad about that. We talked a lot about Uncle Pete and the gift given. Mm-hmm. And Uncle Pete hooked it up per usual for Christmas.
Always, yes. This
was the first Christmas in a while where your mom just sent a card.
Oh, nice.
So I think there was no money in it.
No.
So I think I slided her. I think I said something, and she's like, "Oh, Uncle Pete. Oh, Pete gets all the praise, huh? Well, guess what? You ain't getting nothing now." So she's not that way.
No,
I think I'm just too old. I'm 38.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when I was still receiving money from everybody. Still, even at 38.
She's got enough grandkids to give money to.
Yeah. Too many kids. Yeah. But anyway, love you, Aunt Kim and Uncle Wayne. Uncle Wayne has discovered you're not on Facebook, so you don't know this stuff.
I am, but I'm not.
Okay,
I have a Facebook profile that my wife tags me in, but I honestly have logged into Facebook maybe one time in like 10 years.
Well, if you don't know this yet, or it hasn't been brought up to you, your dad has discovered gifts.
Oh yeah, no, the whole family loves it. Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, he will now his post will just be whatever funny, wacky, goofy GIF is.
Yeah. Our text streams are similar with like the family, so we're planning like a family vacation right now.
Mm-hmm. Where to?
We're going to Chelan this year.
Was that why your wife threw that out there? I thought it was like a last minute thing. She's like, "Hey, if anyone knows any Chelan stuff."
No, she was out there recently with her husband. They went out there randomly. Gotcha. But every year we do a family vacation that my parents kind of like coordinate. It's a group effort, but they kind of go, hey, we want to go here. We're going to go here at this time. We've kind of figured out what time works best for everybody. And then we try to go out there. It started as them like renting a house and being like, we'll be here from this time to this time. Show up when you can. Mm-hmm. The house would be like they did one in San Juan Islands that was super fun. I did one in Bremerton that was like right on the water in Hood Canal. And so we were like eating oysters right off the beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of good times. We've learned with the families, if they've gotten bigger, that it's almost better to have like a little bit of space between us.
Sure.
Not like all being in the same house because nap schedules and stuff like that.
Right.
It seems easier just to be able to, retreat to your place when your kid's acting up or whatever it may be. It's time to put the little one down
Makes
for a nap.
sense. Makes sense.
My parents still kind of try to have like the center place that everybody goes to have fun. Mm-hmm. We've gone to Long Beach, Ocean Shores.
So the family vacations are always very local, but
it's usually somewhere different in Washington
where you can
take
an extended
We've been
time.
doing it for like 7 or 8 years now, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fun. So, well, that's exciting. And then, so you guys been text chain going to Chelan. And these gifts are hitting.
The gifts get going, and it's pretty funny. Yeah, we have a good time with
nice.
This. Yeah, it's been fun.
So I'm appreciating that he's found the GIF option on Facebook now. Because it's good. He finds the wackiest ones too to share.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter way more than I'm on Facebook. I get on Twitter a lot.
Me, I'm more and more.
Yeah, I don't write a lot. Like I don't jump into all these.
I'll retweet and like.
Yeah, same here. But I don't really get into like conversations with people. I'm not out there trying to like change the world on Twitter because I'm not part of that whole.
Me neither.
Reactionary society and jump on people and.
I am more interested in just kind of being that guy who just kind of finds that if you follow me, you're gonna see some interesting content that I'm gonna share, whether it's sports related or just goofball related. Mm-hmm. I had to unfollow Rex Chapman. Do you follow Rex Chapman?
No.
He does a blocker charge segment and that's why I had to unfollow him.
Yeah.
I started for the blocker charge. You know, Rex Chapman used to be a basketball player, NBA player, and so now it's the blocker charge is like, what is it, an offensive foul or is it a defensive foul? And what it is just some random viral video of someone just like face planting into something, or who's it on, and it's always so like there's terrible ones too, ones that are burned in my mind that I just can't. Pardon me. That are just burned in my mind that I just can't. I don't even want to think about those. Yeah. So, when it comes to Twitter, and do you like the internet questions, like those debatable questions?
That's why I like that Dan Le Batard show so much, is because it's like a sports radio show that's like disguising itself as a sports radio show, but it's really just more random stuff like that. You know, like. They do Twitter polls all the time, but they're jokes. They're like hilarious stuff, where you kind of got to get the show to understand, but it's pretty funny.
Well, I got a couple for you.
That's up my alley.
We're just we're literally just gonna just kind of warm up with this, and then we'll jump into other stuff. All right, so
rapid fire, go.
What is the most disturbing costume you can imagine wearing?
For myself wearing? Oh God,
for yourself, the most disturbing.
Something short skirt.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
You got some hairy legs?
Yeah.
Like real hairy?
Yeah. I just want. I don't want to dress like a girl. First of all. Second of all, I wouldn't want to show off any of this skin. Nobody needs to see that.
No, I think we do. I think we'll get a Twitter poll on that one. All right. So, whom would you hate to go before? Whom would you hate to go to the bathroom before you in a public bathroom stall? Like they're walking out. Last one, you're at the CenturyLink. You're at CenturyLink, and you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. Long line. It's your turn. This guy comes walking out.
I got one.
Who is it?
The old guy who lost his glasses.
What are you talking about?
Like the old guy who can't see.
Oh, and he's just peeing all everywhere,
smearing everything everywhere.
Wow. Yeah. I was thinking like a real character. Like I just feel like.
Oh.
But I like that. I like that.
I got real on you.
I was thinking like, I don't know why, but Chris Christie. Is it just kind of like jumped into my head? I'm like, I feel like that guy just blows up some toilets, man. So,
I like that.
But I like the guy. Okay, guy. I think the guy who had splattery diarrhea.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Yeah,
that just where it just blows out the back and just paints the back of the toilet.
A bear. Can I say a bear?
A bear. I don't know if we're going to air these. We're just warming up. We'll just get the good ones. And then we're going to talk about Chelsea because we need to talk about Chelsea.
Yep.
Here we go. Next. Oh, this is just one where it's a booster pack.
What? Sweet. Did we win?
We won. We got a booster pack. That's where you order it. Okay. What is your first... Gosh, these are... I should pre-read these things.
Show prep.
What one word best describes your eating habits?
Fast.
That's right.
Yeah, super fast.
Stirring it together. Yeah. Here's the thing. I've thought about that more now that we've had a conversation. I've been like, I'm just going to stir this together and I'm just going to see what this tastes like. And it's incredible. There's some things that are absolutely terrible, and there's actually other ones you're like, dang, this is actually a good little combo.
Yeah, regardless of stirring it together or not, it's still fast.
It's still fast.
It's still fast.
What do you consider a good yearly salary? A good yearly, like where you're able to pay rent or pay your mortgage and go. Let's just say it covers entertainment, food, and then also 2 vacations a year.
$100K.
$100K is it for a family or for one person?
For one person.
So if you're married, you're making $200K?
No. If you're married, your wife's not working.
All right. So you're saying like
$100K. Yeah.
But with 2,
maybe 120. If it's just one person working.
One person working, 120.
Yeah. Be good enough to get by.
Would you do that?
Yeah.
So if you made 120,
I'd be pretty happy with that.
Would you? And then Ash would stay home.
Yeah. If I could get her to, I probably would be able to get her to.
Or
we both make 60.
Or you stay home and she makes the 120. Would you do that?
That would be. Yeah, I would love that.
Would you though?
Yeah. Well, I say I would. I don't know.
See, I thought I would love that too.
I might get kind of
I don't have the patience for it.
Might get stir crazy.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for kids. I love kids in small doses.
Yeah.
I can be the fun uncle. I can be the fun dude. I am not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that part would be okay. I don't know. I enjoy the little times I get now. So like working where I work now with the school schedule, I'm able to take like extended little bit of breaks. Like I'll get 4 days off in a row. All of us managers kind of cover the little bit of work that needs to be done. And it's kind of nice, because Ashley's got to work a normal schedule. She's still doing her thing. But like this winter break, I've gotten, a few, almost like, on and off, like 2 weeks almost of hanging out with them. And it's kind of nice.
Has it been good?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. They had a flu for a lot of it, which is why I got some extra days off. And that can kind of suck, but at the same time, it can kind of, because they don't move. They just stay there. So
yeah,
a little easier to manage. But,
they are.
And then having the 9-year-old now, she's super helpful. Like, she really does. She's always out trying to almost help too much. But, when she's listening, she's on point. And she can help, go get little brother out of his crib when he's waking up from his nap because I'm dealing with something else or, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as long as you keep them in check, they're usually pretty good.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's hard.
It can be rough, though.
Super rough, man.
I mean, my 9-year-old, I think she thinks she's like 17 already.
Oh, man.
And that part's stressful.
I have a 16 who thinks she's a 9-year-old. No, I'm kidding. But
she's 21 probably.
Yeah, no. The funny thing is they like to chill. My kids are very chill, but when they start to fight, oh, man, it's like, whoa, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
And it's like magnified.
Yeah.
Teenagers, man, they're great. They're fun. You can do more cool stuff and just talk and the little deeper level. But at the same time, they're just like ready to. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I don't think I would want to stay home, but I can't handle staying home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write down any company slogans. No, we're not gonna do that. What cheese
Just do it.
What cheese? This is good for you.
Okay.
What cheese is unacceptable on pizza? You cannot have that.
Ooh. I don't think I could think of one. There's a place for everything.
Got to think of one. What is the unacceptable one?
I don't want to pigeonhole myself like
Pigeonhole
that.
yourself.
Oh, that's tough.
There's so
man.
many cheeses out there.
I know, and you can put any cheese you want on a pizza. Just theme the pizza towards that cheese. So if you're doing like a taco pizza, any Mexican cheese works. Cotija, queso fresco.
So this place next door.
If you're doing barbecue pizza, you can throw cheddar on it. Like, it don't matter. It's pizza. That's what's so cool about pizza.
That's true. But this pizza over here, I don't know if you guys eat anything that you're like, I hate this so much, I love it. I don't know if it's like the worst thing, and you subject yourself to it, but you love it too. And it's the only reason I say that. It's like I don't have that with many things, but this pizza next door, so good. It's called the Russell. Mm-hmm. What it is, it's a wood fire pizza. It's got some buffalo sauce and some. It's white. It's a white sauce, I want to say it is, with some chicken and some onion, and then drizzled with some buffalo sauce. Mm-hmm. But they also put, what's that not a garbanzo bean. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What is it, cheese?
It's a cheese. And it's
Gouda?
it's a strong, pungent, just like
Gorgonzola
cheese.
It's like a blue.
Yes,
Yeah.
I cannot stand.
That's pretty standard with a buffalo chicken, though.
Right.
When you get your blue cheese sauce with it, that's where they're getting that from.
Everything else on it is delicious.
Yeah.
But when I get that,
I love blue cheese. So.
when I get the blue cheese.
Yeah.
I'm like,
when I was in college, well, right after college, we lived in Arbor Heights, real close to West Seattle, kind of between West Seattle and what's that other area right there?
Burien?
Yeah.
Is it?
White Center. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, right, like the street away from White Center, street away from West Seattle. I was like right in that little pocket called Arbor Heights. And there was this little pizza place it wasn't in a very nice neighborhood. And it was just this little tiny place. We used to call in, and let you custom any pizza.
Really?
And we would always get a bacon and feta pizza. And I don't know where we came up with it or how we stumbled upon it, but it became like our go-to Friday night. Everybody would get like 3 or 4 of these bacon and feta pizzas, and they were so good. And, it's like I said, like that would have been one of them I would have probably thought about, like maybe feta. But no, you get a Greek pizza or this weird niche bacon and feta pizza that I used to be obsessed with.
So what's your favorite pizza top? If you
I'm classic pepperoni. If I see a good pepperoni in front of me, I just like pepperoni. But I'll do anything, man. I used to do so when I used to write the menus at one of my old accounts, we had a pizza station that was open with 5 different specialty pizzas every day, personal pan pizzas. So we used to get super creative with our menus, and we would do like an Indian type pizza where you do like a tikka masala sauce with chopped up yogurt, roasted chicken, and cilantro, and throw down some paneer or something like that, and then it was fun. We used to mess around like that a lot.
So my favorite that I came up with.
Okay.
With what Domino's allows me to when you create your own.
Yeah.
Thin crust.
Mm-hmm.
Garlic white sauce. Cheese. Premium chicken. Mushrooms. Spinach.
Okay.
Delish.
Yeah.
Just crispy, crunchy, and just delicious.
Yeah.
I could eat like 10 of those pizzas.
There's a pizza place over by our house. We used to get this prosciutto, arugula, balsamic drizzle, a little bit of honey, and it was thin crust.
Honey in the dough or honey on top?
On top.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I think cherry tomatoes too.
So
prosciutto.
I got this guy, his friend, last two weeks ago. He's a good guy. I wanted to hang out with him. He hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, let's make pizza." I'm like, "Cool." I got a Saturday, thinking like it'd be a couple hours, like literally like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and so I'm like, "Hey, yeah, come over. You can hang out. Maybe we'll record a podcast. Maybe we can record a maybe we can record a podcast." And I'm not put out by it. I'm just happy I didn't have anything else going that day because he shows up and he's like, "Hey, could you help me get stuff out of the car?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I go out there and he's got like tubs and he's got wooden, like a big wood cutting board, and he's got all this stuff. We legit made the dough.
Yeah.
And I never knew he put honey in it, like a big, like half a thing of honey, and yeast in the dough
to help with the yeast and the sugar. Yeah, you substitute sugar for that, and it'll grow off the honey instead of the sugar.
And it was during football, like it was like playoffs, not playoffs. It was like week 16. It was like, and like a whole lineup, and I'm like looking forward to it all week. I'm like, "I'll play." It was Saturday all day football, sweet. And Sunday. Well, he comes over around 10. Dude,
it takes a couple hours.
It took hours.
Yeah.
And
he's got to let it proof. And you gotta do all that stuff. Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that. I felt like a jerk because I was like, I felt like a little bit of a jerk. So I'm like, okay.
Not going to lie. I think he's kind of a jerk for not making the dough ahead of time. And bringing it over.
I didn't, but
already proofed. Like he could have made that at his house and brought it over and been like, "Here's the dough. We're gonna roll it out and we're gonna have fun with toppings."
It was just a miscommunication because I don't
know this guy. He's probably gonna beat me up now.
No, he's not. But I'm not mad at him. I just was not expecting an 8 hours of it. Of just like, oh, okay. I was like, I was hungry. I didn't eat anything. I was looking forward to like, oh yeah, I'll pop this in around 11.
Yep.
Once he said, okay, we're gonna let this thing. We're gonna let
2.5 hours.
Yeah, put the oven at 100 degrees and just kind of.
Yep.
And I'm like,
it's like a proof in bucks now. Yeah.
Like what? Like how long?
And that was him speeding up the process.
Yeah.
Usually you just put it on the counter and let it set.
Right.
Or you can even put it in the fridge overnight and it'll kind of slowly proof, and then you pull it out like an hour ahead of time before you're ready to go.
Well, all I know is that I was expecting a 2 hour. And it turned into an 8 hour.
Yeah, for sure.
And no big deal, but
I just worked a shift at my work.
That's what it felt like.
The pizza guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
How many pizzas did you sell?
1.
Okay.
And it was good. It was so good. It was delicious, actually. So mad props to him on that. I just wasn't expecting that it was a huge process. Yeah. And then he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, what you got going on?" And I'm like, because now I'm thinking like, okay, is this gonna become a regular thing? Because
Pizza Saturdays,
dude, I can't. I'm not a hangout dude. Like I'm like a boom, boom, boom. I need I need. And so he said baked lasagna. How long do those take? What am I expecting?
Is he making
here?
the pasta from scratch?
Dude, I don't know at this point.
Is he making lasagna sheets from scratch? Because you want to know that. Otherwise, you're just talking about not much. Making a sauce. I mean, it depends on what he's doing. If he's getting creative and he's doing like a white sauce, he spend a little more time than you do making a red sauce. But
he's an interesting guy. He's a funny guy. I released a podcast. I'm going to release a podcast. Maybe I already have done it with. I think I'm going to release it soon, actually. He was a kid that was just like this. He was picked on a lot when we were in school. Great. He turned out great. Professor, doctorate in mathematics or something like that. Yeah. So we reconnected a little bit. And, but I was talking to another friend of mine. Is this camera bothering you? Do you feel like you're loose?
Yeah.
A little bit?
I forgot it was there, to be honest.
Okay, cool. All right, so.
I'm not acting loose? They look uptight?
No, I just want to make sure that we're cool. So.
We're not cool.
Because I don't even know.
We're beefing.
I feel like this was just so random. There's times where people are like, Joey's like, let's just start all over. And I'm kind of feeling like that, but we just talked to Craig, and so I don't want to throw that off.
Maybe you can just piece it all together.
That's exactly what I'm going to have to do. I hate editing like this, Aaron. I hate it so much.
Is that your least favorite thing?
Dude, it sucks so much. Editing where you're just like, okay, I got to cut out. I got to listen to where I need to cut out and this and that. But we'll do it.
How many hours do you spend editing like just a regular episode, just like a Joey episode?
So recording is like 45 minutes to 50 minutes. And then I'll try to trim it down depending on the person. You know who says like a ton?
Me?
No. Me. And Joey.
Oh.
Like, where you're like talking like this, like,
and then you're like,
oh,
and then
man.
Dude, when I listened to ours, I felt the same way about myself. I was like, what is wrong with me? I was like,
dude, and I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, I got to cut down these likes. It's just there's too many likes.
Yeah.
So that one's rough, not rough, but then there's just times where usually it's when the alcohol gets flowing, and we're like in the second or third one, and then we're just popping off all over the place.
Yeah.
And then people start telling stories that they shouldn't. And it gets bad, but and then I got to cut all that stuff out too. So we're going to talk about Chelsea. Okay. So Chelsea, your youngest sister, an only sister,
my only sister, but the youngest sibling.
We didn't talk about her as much, and maybe she has a different memory than we do of this life and of growing up, but we like. I feel bad.
Elaborate.
What?
Elaborate.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
Okay. She was like the fifth wheel.
Oh.
And I felt bad about that.
She was the only girl.
She was the only girl, and she wanted to play with us. So she'd watch movies and this and that with us, but like, I felt like I think we were just rambunctious and rough. And I remember, and I think she just hung out with your mom, and your mom's like, okay, Chelsea.
No, she would watch us a lot.
She would.
I think that's probably the part you don't remember as much is her like hanging out but not really participating because we wouldn't let her.
Yeah, that's where I feel bad about.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, I'm sorry. Yeah. This is a 20-year-old apology. No, 30-year-old apology. Might as well be 30.
Did my dad take some of the blame on Facebook for that? I'd warned the boys that if they ever harmed you, that I would bury them in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
along those lines.
I do appreciate that. Then he probably put some gif of somebody burying a body out in the middle of the woods.
I showed this to the boys and said, if your sister's harmed, this is what will happen.
But yeah, no, Chelsea.
There's two of you boys. There's only one of these girls.
So Chelsea was either the all-time, like we'd be, when we played football, it'd be all-time. I'm the all-time quarterback if someone didn't want to play. So it'd be 2-on-2, and then someone's all-time quarterback, or 1-on-1, someone's all-time quarterback, or we'd do all-time running back, or all-time defense, or offense, or whatever. And Chelsea was all-time cheerleader.
Every time.
We'd say, hey, all right, we need your all-time
thinking
cheerleader.
we were doing her some sort of favor. Like, no, yeah, you can play
She
with us.
probably just hated it.
You know, she played like baseball up until like she was like 12, I think.
Did she?
Yeah.
Nice. Was she good?
Yeah, she was decent. And then her coach was like, I feel like her coach was a jerk and was trying to like weed her out. Like, get this girl off this team. It's supposed to be a boys' sport.
Really?
And pegged her with a ball. And then she never really wanted to play again. And then she went and played softball and was super good at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know if this is borderline child abuse, but there was one day, I don't remember this. This is one of those things where your kids tell you this stuff. You're like, either I blocked that out of my memory, or you had a dream that wasn't real, or maybe it's true.
Yeah.
But I hate when kids are afraid of the ball. That's probably my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
If you want to play a sport, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna get beamed by a baseball. Yeah. You're gonna get a basketball to the face. You're gonna get a football to the nuts. Like you're gonna get hurt. Volleyball is got to be the most painful sport in the world. I hated volleyball because you have it in gym or PE or whatever,
screeching of skin.
Oh, you get the
worst
or you'd get some like someone else has got this overinflated ball and it's just bouncing off your friggin' forearms, and you're just like, this is not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Ping pong, you can twist an ankle, but you're gonna get hurt. And so Madden, when I coached her, she was afraid of the ball, and I couldn't stand it anymore. Couldn't stand it. We went out to behind the garage, and I just said, "Stand there." And now she says I was hucking the basketballs at her, but I wasn't. I was bounce passing, and just don't catch it, and so it bounced off the side of her body. Okay, I'd bounce past it, boom, hits her in the leg. Bounce past it, I'm like, does that hurt? And yeah. But can you, are you dead?
Can you handle it?
Yeah. And she's like, no. And then after that, dude, she was running in there, getting rebounds. She was just always afraid of that ball bouncing out and hitting her. And then she became just phenomenal. She played basketball so well when she was in elementary school. I think she just didn't have the passion, but to carry it into middle school and high school. But she was so much fun to watch. Kane, he played soccer, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. The dude, there was 4 games left in fifth grade. That's it for the rest of his season, rest of his life. He's played soccer all this other time. The dude was not aggressive.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, this was years and years of driving him Tuesdays and Thursdays to practice, going Saturday mornings, and just to watch him kind of run, and then trot, and then maybe get a leg in there, and then maybe someone kind of kicked his leg a little bit, is limping around as if he broke his leg.
He's watching too much real soccer.
Yeah, years of this. Jamie comes out for this game that's kind of close to her work, so she hasn't got to see him play that often. Hey, come on out. This is where it's going to be. This is the time. Leave work a little early. So she does. It's halftime. Kane has barely played. I'm pissed off at the coach. I'm at this point where I'm like, this is the biggest waste of time for everybody for this. Yeah. My son, me, Jamie coming out, even the coach to have to worry about when he's going to play my son. What a waste of time. I was probably the maddest I've been in a very long time. So much so that at halftime, I start walking across the field just to tell Kane, let's go.
Yeah.
We're done. We're not going to finish the season.
Yeah.
Luckily, Jamie was there because she's like, no, Travis, we're here. I'm here. Let's just watch it. Let's just chill. Let's just one more half. He's got 4 more games. I don't know what happened, but a light switch went off in his head from at that moment.
Really?
He was so.
Did he know you were ready to leave?
I don't know if he says no, but he saw. I don't know what happened, but I don't know.
Woke up.
Dude, a ball bounced off him, and it was a huge kick, and just blasted right off his chest, and he fell to the ground. And he told me this later. He goes, he thought he was in pain until he realized he wasn't in pain.
Yeah,
he thought, oh,
the fear of it was worse than the actual.
Yes,
yeah.
And then it hit him, and he just dropped, thinking that thinking that it was, okay, I'm done, I'm dead, whatever. And he realized, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And that, it kind of hurt, but not
That's
bad.
a big deal, yeah.
And then he hopped up and then played like the greatest half he's ever played. And then the next 4 games, he was just kicking and running and smashing into kids. And, like, it was insane.
Yeah.
It almost made it worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would go back.
Does he still play soccer?
No, he's done. But
does he play any sports?
no, he plays. He just never. Madden football?
No, is Madden playing any sports? Madden football.
He doesn't play Madden football. Madden doesn't play any sports. Megan doesn't play any sports.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, she's the last hope.
What's that?
She's the last hope.
She's the last hope.
Yeah, but she loves all that stuff. So, I talked a lot on this one. But do your kids play sports?
So Ava, it's funny that you say that about Kane, because Ava was kind of the same way with soccer. First couple years, she just didn't really care. Like, she didn't have that like competitive, I want to go get that ball. So we stopped. We put her in baseball. It was kind of the same thing. Like, she was okay with it, but not very excited about it. And then she saw a video of my best friend rock climbing, and she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's rock climbing." She's like, "Can I do that?" And I was like,
wow!
I will give it a shot. And she's taken off. Like, she climbs at Edgeworks in Tacoma. She's friends with all like the youth coaches there now. She's been in a bunch of classes. That's why I got a free Saturday, because her class ended like last week.
Oh, nice!
And then we'll sign her up for another one here in like a month or whatever.
Fun.
But so she climbs almost year round now, and I'm at the climbing gym a lot more than I ever thought I'd be. And then Amelia, she wants to climb now too, just because she sees her sister do it. But we got her in soccer just last year, and she like right out the gate was like, she wanted the ball and she got it. And she's also the one that likes to kind of hang out and watch soccer with me more often, or sports in general. Ava loses interest pretty quickly, especially with like the competitive thing. So I think Ava just doesn't have that like she's competitive with herself a lot, but she doesn't really have that like team competitiveness that she doesn't really care about that.
Right.
But Millie I see that more in Millie.
That's good.
My son's too young. He just runs his head into walls.
Oh, so he's Craig.
Well, no, he's Axel.
He's yeah. I just meant running,
he's
smashing into things.
Yeah, he's a funny
no
little
fear.
guy. I'm sure he'll play sports. I don't know. I'll probably force it on him. Unhealthy.
So,
but I've coached both my girls in soccer now. That's been fun.
we got to talk about coaching, but we're going to hold off.
stressful.
We're going to hold off on that for a second, because I coach too.
Yeah,
We're going to hit that
I
up.
coach girls college rugby as well.
Well, you talk. Yeah, I think you mentioned that. Yeah. All right. Well, I got some editing to do. Everyone, thanks for listening. By the way, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the episode, but I'll say it now. TakeBackYourLifeNow.net. Go visit that. Bobby Martinez, Liz Martinez, they are the ones that run that. You get 20% off if you enter the code FBC2020. What it is it's a 30, 60, 90-day nutrition and workout program they put together for you. You can download it. They have weekly routines as well that you can download. And so check it out, takebackyourlifenow.net. You can also check out their YouTube channel as well. And FBC 2020 gets you 20% off. So please visit that. Aaron, good having you. We talked about Chelsea barely. Chelsea's going to be like that on Jimmy Kimmel, where we got Matt Damon, and then just end the show. So anyway, Chelsea, hope you felt good about us talking about you. Craig, we kind of talked about you as well. Danny was brought up. We need to do a deeper dive into Danny, but we're not going to do it right now. We're gonna save that for another episode. Everyone, thank you very much for listening. Getting centered. I don't know what we're doing here.
I don't know either.
Okay.
There was the Sports Center thing for a while.
Oh yeah, Sports Center.
And then Getting Centered. What was the other one you said? You said another one earlier.
Centering yourself.
I don't remember.
Cousins.
Off center.
Off. Ooh.
On center.
On center.
I think you said something like that.
Okay, I like it. I like it. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Sure.
Have a great day.